Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here with me. This will be my first video in English. I hope you enjoy it and like it. Don't forget to give a thumbs up to this video and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Today I want to try the new Urban Decay Stay Naked Hydromaniac Tinted Glow Hydrator. This is a new foundation that they came up with, and my shade is the number 20 Fair. And this foundation or tinted moisturizer, it says it has a medium coverage, up to 24-hour wear, it has kombucha filtrate and marula oil. Well, it says it will last up to 24 hours. Hydration, I will not be wearing it for 24 hours and I don't recommend anyone to do so. It will glow for up to 24 hours. And it will, like I said, it will give you hydration for 24 hours. It is a vegan formula, cruelty free. It comes in this beautiful color package. It comes in 12 shades, and I bought an Ulta app and it was $36 if I'm not mistaken. It is a plastic package with kind of a rose gold details. This is really good for traveling, since I mean you don't get the chance of getting it broken in the meantime. It contains 35 milliliters, which is 5 more than what usually comes on foundations. It doesn't have a pump. It will be way better with pump, but at least this one is small, so it will just be good for not pouring too much. I already prepped my face. I have not put any primer because I want to know how hydrating it is without the primer. As you can see, it's not very liquidy. Hope this shade will work for me. Usually hydrating foundations are more liquidy. This one is not, and usually this kind of glowy foundations or dewy foundations will not last very long. This one says it lasts 24 hours, which we will never know. And I only have moisturizer on my face. As I usually do, I will apply with the brush and then we'll go with the sponge on top. Just set it. Let me do first my forehead. Well, it is a little bit too light for me. I can fix it with the foundation fixer, but I don't want anything to interfere with the foundation because I want to know how it works. And let me put a little bit more. Just get a little bit more. Okay, now I will know if it's buildable. Problem areas are right here in this area right here, so where I get the dry patches, and it creases a lot here. Not all foundations will do. I have fine foundations that will not, and now I'll go with the sponge and we'll set it up. But it is buildable. You can build it up, but on my, at least on my skin, it's not full it's not medium coverage. For me, it is more like a light. It is light to medium, more light than medium, at least on my skin. That will depend on your type of skin and how you like your foundations to cover and look on you. At least on mine, it's a little bit light, not much. I can fix that with the bronzer. And I will use only cream products today. At least for now, it is glowy. What I like is it's not like the Fenty foundation that every time I will do this with the sponge, I will just get the marks. That was horrible foundation on my skin. And right now I just put it on. It is 2:22 p.m. and I will just be letting you know what I will put on my face like the other products. I will wear this foundation just for a couple hours. I'll say until probably 8 or 9, hopefully. And this is the It Cosmetics by Under Eye Concealer, which I like because it's hydrating and it's full coverage. You'll still hear the wind and outside noises because I still don't have AC. We're going to replace it today, but since it's raining, plans were changed, and now it will be until tomorrow that hopefully it doesn't rain and they can fix it. As a bronzer, I'm using the AOA stick, and this is the shade Sunkiss. The concealer is in the shade Light Natural. I wanted to keep the makeup light, I don't want anything to affect the performance of the foundation, as my skin is very dry. I usually do it also on my forehead, but since I have the bangs, there's no need for it. I'll be using this cream blush from Makeup Revolution, and this is in the shade Peaches. I love these blushes. And sometimes I do, whenever I do cream products on my face, I set them up with a powder product on top so it will last longer. But since I don't want to put any powder products on this foundation, because I want to know how long it lasts without any kind of help. And now I will, as a highlighter, I'll use the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. This is the shade number 2, Fair, and this is the travel size. Some people use this as a foundation itself or as a primer. I like to use it as a highlighter because it gives a natural glow to your skin, which I like because I have textured skin, and I don't like a highlighter. Powder highlighter or very shimmery highlighter will make your skin look more textured than it is, which on a mature skin, it doesn't help at all. I don't think it helps on any skin, but it will look worse on mature skin like mine. On my eyebrows, I'm going to use the Makeup Revolution combo, the XX Revolution. This is the eyebrow gel in the clear one, and this is the eyebrow XX Fine Brow. And this is the shade, well, I don't remember the shade any longer, but I think it's a medium brown. It has the little brush in the... I like it because it's precise. It has the right shade. It's not hard, but it's not too soft at the same time. I will use this Muse eyeshadow primer that I got on. See how it... Now this, I got this on Shop Me Say. Usually I get this with every single shadows. It has to be a really good eyeshadow for me. So if an eyeshadow doesn't do that on my eyes, it is a good eyeshadow for me. Most of them will do, especially if they're cream eyeshadows. I love this eyeshadow primer. I will also use or make the base of my eyeshadow. This is the Muse ones, the last one that I got on the that I showed on the haul for Shop Me Say. And this eyeshadow palette is just $1, and I love it because the eyeshadows will last long on my eyes and it will not make that crease. And I have some eyeshadows that are expensive and will do crease on my eyes, and this one will not. Not all the eyeshadows in Shop Me Say are as good, but usually the AOA ones, the single ones, are good, and the Muse palettes are good too. Some of I have get some eyeshadows that are not too good, and some palettes that are not too good. But at least these Muse eyeshadow palettes and the single AOA ones are good. I like them. So I sealed the eyeshadow primer with this color right here, and I will, like, if you see, these ones are matte, these ones are shimmer. But since I want to try the J-Cat's eyeshadow, I will just do like the crease on this color right here, and then I'll use the J-Cat's on the rest of my eye. Something very simple. These eyeshadows are very pigmented. They don't have a lot of fill out. I was thinking I might use this foundation 2 days, like not that I'll just leave it on for 2 days, but I'll use it again tomorrow and just do powder products on top instead of cream products and see how they perform on top of this foundation. Some foundations will make it look kind of like some of this type of foundations, whenever you put a powder product on top, it will make it look it will move the foundation or make it cakey or patchy. If I do so, I will do the clip for both days for you. Just giving a little bit of color with this orange color right here. This is a bad thing about this, that doesn't have the color names anywhere. But I mean, it performed really good, which is what it matters for me. How they perform, how they blend, and how long they last. The packaging doesn't matter for me, and it is not important for me if they don't have the color names. That's what I need, is the color to last on my eye and blend it good. No one will see the packaging, right? Everybody will see it on my eyes directly. And this is the J-Cat Mousse eyeshadow. This is a Chrome Eye Mousse, and this one is the PEM 108. I've been having problems with this camera focusing on the. I'll put a little bit of setting spray on the brush. It's kind of like a cream eyeshadow. I've never used them before. I have some eyeshadow palettes for J-Cats that I love. They're very creamy, very pigmented. The shimmers are amazing. And I have some pigments which I have not tried yet. And I have these mousse eyeshadows. I have a few of them. And this is the first time for me using them. But as you can see, look at, I hope they last and they don't crease on my eyes. So I got a few colors, but today I wanted to use this shade, and I'm just putting the excess or whatever is left on the brush underneath my lower lashes. I'm gonna put on my lashes. Since I'm not using a liner or anything else, I am doing this SOS Lash Booster from, I think this is Evelyn Cosmetics. Yeah, Evelyn Cosmetics. And this, I got it on Daily Makeup, and it has argan oil. I'm supposed to be using these twice a day, maybe, or once a day. You can use it under the mascara, or you can use it by itself at night before going to bed. And this is supposed to help your eyelashes get stronger, grow. Now just let it dry a little bit, and I'm going to put some setting spray, because I'll probably go out and I'm gonna need to put my mask on, and I don't want the foundation to get stick to the mask. But that will be a very good test for the foundation, see if it transferred. But usually these type of foundations will transfer, so this will help it. This is not going to help with the glowy or anything. This is the Elegare setting spray. It's just going to help the foundation to set and for it not to transfer that much. And I will use as a mascara this Lancome Lash Idol that I got on a Nipsey bag, and I like it a lot. I think it has this silicone brush. I think whenever I use it all, I will buy it again with the regular one. I mean, not again, because I didn't. Well, technically I did, because I paid for the Ipsy bag. But I'll buy the full size. And I just love how it makes. I love the silicone brushes because I feel they just define your lashes, separate them, and make them longer. But look at the difference, and that's just one layer. Just one layer. And this one doesn't get on the under eye with the time. 2 layers. Okay, so now for my lips, I will do this Makeup Revolution lip liner, and this is the shade Greatest. And I will fill my lips up. The reason why I did this is for the this will help the lipstick stay longer, especially when the lipstick is not a liquid lipstick or a matte lipstick. This helps them stay longer or last longer, I should say. And I got this New York lipstick on an Ipsy bag as well. And this is the shade Beverly Boulevard. I don't know why this camera is refusing to focus on. I usually don't use this kind of lipsticks because they transfer and they don't last long. If you eat something, you just have to reapply, or they will get on your teeth, and I don't like that. But for some reason I wanted to use it today, and it was look, it's done, it's finished, and this is how the foundation looks. Let me try to get closer so you can see it very close. It started getting on my lines, but like 95% of the foundations will do that. I only have a few foundations that will not do that, and they are not high-end. See, it's making my lines right here already. It looks a little bit heavy in this area, even though this is not like a full medium coverage. It is, see what I say? You can still see my veins right here, but what I don't like is like it looks kind of heavy. Like I have foundations that will not do this to me. Let me see if I can get closer. Just making this line, it looks kind of heavy right here. But let me see how it gets during the day. It feels like tacky, like it has not set yet. I don't think this will survive the mask, and as it looks, I will not put some powder on top to set it. But as I said, I will try this foundation tomorrow, and I will try to put some powder products on top and see how it performs, and if it lasts longer than today. That way we can compare. But if you see, it was set on my lines. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't look as bad as the anti-hydrating one looked on my skin. But it is not my favorite right now. Let me see. I'm not gonna touch it. I'll leave it as is, and let's see in a couple hours how it looks. I'll be back with you and give you an update on it. Thank you. See you later. Hello. So here's the first update, and it's been about 5 hours. It is 7:02 p.m. and the foundation, it basically has been the same. It has hold the cream products. They don't look with the same intensity as they were, but it is not transfer proof. I had to go out and I used the mask, and it did transfer to the mask. So it is not transfer proof as expected, and because it's basically most of the foundations will be transferring to the mask, because the mask, as you put it on and you talk and you move, it will just rub your foundation out. I feel that it has created some oils during the day, and it does. See, it has created some oils. So as time passes, it's going to start, your oils will start to come out. I will have to check if with and I'll give you an update tomorrow on that. See, with the powders, if you set it with powder, if it does that, or if it works if it works differently. I love glowy foundations. I love that glow on the skin. It's something that I love it, and that makes my skin look younger and healthier. The only thing I don't like is when they set on my lines, or like this. See, you know, set on right here. And I don't like that part. And I have foundations that are $6 and they don't do that at all. So that's something that I have to think about, that some way cheaper foundations would not do this on my skin, and this is $36 and will do it. Now let me set a little bit with powder. Let me put some powder on and see if that will help it hold for the next couple hours. I mean, I won't be up for really long, but at least 2 more hours. And I hate using powder, but it will make my skin drier and look cakey. But I think with this foundation, if you are going to use it for a couple hours, it will look beautiful. And if you are not going to use a mask, now if you have to go out and you will be using a mask, I'll suggest you to set it with powder, because it's not gonna last long. I mean, if you scratch your face or something, it's gonna come off. Now still setting it with powder, oh, you will still get that glow. See, it will still look good. It doesn't look that bad. So I'm just putting a little bit of powder and see how it holds during the next couple hours. And I'll get you the next update chart in a couple hours. See you then. Okay, so it is 12:36 midnight, and well, first my nose is red because I was watching the WandaVision series, and that made me cry. So that's why my nose is still red, and I'm so tired also. But putting the powder on top on the last update hold the foundation from getting the oils out, so that make it last longer. So if you use this foundation and it's going to be the whole day, I'll suggest you to set it with powder, and it's not going to make your skin dry. As a person that has a very dry skin, I don't use powder. I put my foundation on and all the makeup, and I don't set it with powder ever, because it will make the powder to suck the very little moisture that my skin will have, and it will look very cakey on my skin. But on this one, if you like the very dewy finish and you're not going to use this foundation for very long during the day, keep it that way. But if you are going to have the foundation on for very long hours, I also suggest you to set it with powder. If you see on the last update, the oils were out already, and I set it up with powder, but the skin will still look not dewy, but it will still look good, and it wouldn't look dry or feel dry at all. Right now the foundation is almost all out because I said I was crying, so, and I tried not to swipe it. I was just getting my tears out with my shirt like this and not swiping it out. But it is I really suggest you to just use it for not very long, unless you will set it with powder. And that's my very honest opinion about this foundation. I have foundations that are way cheaper than this one and perform way better than this one. They didn't look as dewy as this one, but with a very dewy primer, you can make any foundation look dewy if that's what you want. If not, I would just use this foundation for just a couple hours if I'm going to do something just for 4 or 5 hours, and that's all. So let me know how it works on your skin. Let me know what's your opinion about this foundation. I know it's not a foundation that will work. All foundations work differently on different types of skin. So let me know what you think about it, how it works on your skin, and would you recommend it? Would you spend the amount of money that this foundation is worth? So just all I can say it's not a bad foundation. It's a good foundation, but I will not use it for very long hours unless I will set it with powder. That's all I can say. And it's not transfer proof, so if you put a mask on, it's going to transfer the mask. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up to this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and don't forget to leave a comment on it. And thank you so much for being here with me. Hope to see you on the next one. Thank you.